아니 이 게임사 여기가 그냥 셜록홈즈 그거를 샀나? 그러니까 무슨 크툴루랑 셜록홈즈 하면 이 게임사만 나오네. 옛날에 싱킹시티 만들고 요번에 젊은 셜록홈즈 나오는 것도 여기서 만든 걸로 알고 있는데. 왜 이런 왜 이런 굉장한 IP들은 누군지도 모르는 애들이 가지고 있는 걸까? 아니 내가 여기 게임사를 안 좋아하는 건 아닌데
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the
플레이
price of
방식이
your carelessness to merely
너무
hours of
열받아요.
work rather than days.
그러니까 불친절의 끝판왕이야 이 게임.
I found myself rather taken aback.
그러니까 추리할 때 연출도 그렇게 좋은 편도 아니라 가지고
Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks in the
되게 기괴하다. 저 사람 왓슨
Is that
아닙니까?
my supper?
Plainly not.
지금 들어온 사람 왓슨이고 지금 말하고 있는 사람은 셜록홈즈거든요.
Decide for this evening.
되게 기괴하다. 셜록은 되게 젊은데
Is that my
왓슨은
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation,
싸가지 없는 새끼야 이거. 싸가지 없는 새끼 이거. 어르신은 공경도 안 하고 이 자식 이거. 나이 차이가 거의 한 20살은 돼 보이는데.
Speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep in a bed. Your papers are here on the table.
예?
Let us see what the postman brought today.
퇴화했네요 게임이. 원래 이런 거 없었는데.
Local gossip, all of it uninteresting. Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming. Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his shop. That's good service.
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of
Pardon me?
uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a
Many
coincidence.
man.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your
삶은
newspaper to wipe
달걀이다.
its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
됐어요. 뭔 모자를 껴. 가자. 그냥 가. 목표가 뭐죠? 바로 왔네. 여기가 서점인가? 여기가 서점인가? 여기가 서점인가? 여기가 서점인가? 휴가 중입니다. 누구 맘대로 휴가를 해! 그럴 수도 있지. 여기가 서점인가? 여기가 서점인가? 여기가 서점인가? 여기가 서점인가? 여기가 서점인가? 뒤지게 불친절하네 진짜. 씨. 그러니까 이런 퀘스트가 있으면은 보통은 바로바로 알려주지 않나요? 우리 집이 어디냐? 여긴가? 여긴가 보다.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
시작하자마자 쓰레기통부터 뒤져봐야겠어?
You were mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson, the conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison?
You?
That's
Poison.
madness.
Get the strand. Get your copy of the strand here.
저 새끼가 범인이구만. 죽여버리겠어. 소리를 더 줄여야겠다. 50 정도로. 내가 들리는 게 너무 작아.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just saw.
이런 이 개자식이 네가 아까 판다며 이 자식아!
Why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
내 신문에 무슨 일이 생겼나?
You're a bright child. I presume. Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper.
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Sure, now I can take the day off.
어디로 갔는가?
which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
Can you describe the man?
묘사할
you
수
saw?
있나?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises.
신문에 무슨 짓을 했나?
Did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there was a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't.
관심
Had to
없어.
protect the
그딴 것까지
merchandise.
말하지
And
마.
all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears, if you have more shillings.
한마디만 더 하면은 귀를 뜯어주겠어.
Get the strap.
닥쳐. 제일 그지 같은 거 있죠. 어? 여기서 제일 그지 같다라고 언급해버리면은 그때부터 내가 입는 옷은 그지 같은 옷이 돼버리잖아. 가장 비싼 것처럼 보이는 걸 입어버리자. 그러면 그지 같다고 말했지만 굉장히 앞뒤가 안 맞는 모순이 생기겠지. 링컨 수영. 왓슨도 뭐, 넌 이거 입어. 누가 더 스트랜드를 어쩌고 저쩌고. 아직 하나밖에 못하잖아.
And get your copy of the strand here.
C. 지금 파는 저 황소리가 난 크기는 건 기억했다. 그런데 잭더미를 들었다. 색깔별로 뭔가 같이 있는 게 있어야 된다는 건데. 쾅 소리가 난 크게 난 건 기억했다. 쾅 소리. 쾅. 내일에서 난 소리 아니야? 쾅. 너냐? 뒤 죽냐? 너냐?
Do you know anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should
아 근데
ask
이거
someone
대사
else.
스킵이 없어. 아 나 이 게임 이거 에반데? 대사 스킵이 없네.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
네가 그렇지 뭐. 단서가 너무 없어 이거는.
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Are you able to help me?
As much as I'd like to help you, I know nothing about this.
네가 그렇지 뭐. 의미가 없어.
Get the strand. Get your copy of the strand here.
아, 쟤 왜 저렇게 목소리가 크냐? 쟤 계열받네 진짜. 목소리 존나 크네. 나만 하네. 존나 열받는다. 뭐
Are you
하세요?
able to help me?
It's a shame I can't answer your question.
그만 싸요. 달 컸네. 어쩌라는 거야? 아, 나 이 게임 또 시작했네. 씨발. 시작하자마자 불친절한 거 봐. 진짜 존나 열받네. 아니야?
Excuse me, just one question.
No, sir. I've never heard of it.
아, 왜 스킵이 없을까 진짜. 돌겠네 게임.
I'll stand watch, just in case the strange man comes back.
How about that Vogel fellow? He seems rather obsessed with you. Would he do something like this?
황소리? 너구나 이 쓰레기 같은 놈. 뒤졌어 너는. 하지만 아무것도 할 수 없었다고 한다. 아, 비켜 꺼져. 집으로 돌아가 볼까?
Get the strand. Get your copy.
다시 나가.
Why go through all this scheming to murder you? A
꺼져!
spy to the newspaper is hardly lethal.
아니 이러면 이 게임은 진짜 묘한 데서 사람 열받게 해. 너냐? 뒤지고
Is this
싶어?
familiar to you?
I can't help you with that, sir.
진짜 죽여버리고 싶다 진짜. 다 없애버리고 싶다.
Get the strand.
아 시끄러. 이
Get your copy of the strand here.
뭐 쾅소리가 뭐 어쨌는데. 누가 더럽혔는지 내가 알바임? 알바임? 어쩌라고요 이씨.
Get the strand. Get your copy of the strand
A ruined
here.
newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
나도 그렇게 생각해. 근데 안 하잖아. 안 하잖아. 왜 그리고 여기까지 들어와야만 도움말을 볼 수 있는 건지도 궁금하네요. C 버튼을 눌러 사건 수첩을 여십시오. 증거가 갱신됐던 겁니다. 신문 파는 아이의 증언. 아, 또 도움을 보려면 여기까지 가야 되네. 사건 수첩은 여기에 다 나와 있는데. 이 소리였어? 진짜 뒤지게 불친절하다 진짜. 진짜 뒤지게 불친절하다 진짜로.
Murder?
Yes.
죽여버리고 싶다 진짜.
Also has his scruples.
와 씨.
Pawn knows it's part of
하나하나 알려줘도 모자를 판국이 알아서 찾아야 한다고? 아니 휴일이라며 미친놈아.
One newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
관찰한다. 인사 팍 굽은 거 보소. 뒤지고 싶나? 탈모군. 적지. 손쪽으로 가고 싶은데 안 가죠. 잉크. 잉크. 이게 뭔가 있구만. 무게를 실음. 아픈 왼다리. 뒤지게 느리는 시벙벙. 아 어디다 숨겼어 빨리 말해. 높은 곳 키가 커 보이고 싶었음. 잉크 신문이고. 협박 피해자 일 중독자. 일 중독자.
Mr. Barnes, a word. Oh, for goodness sake.
아니 저 자식 내가 나인 걸 어떻게 알았지? 이렇게 변장은 완벽했을 텐데. 지금 난 누가 봐도 에브러햄 링컨인데.
셜록홈즈. Now will you please?
자기 소개를 해버리네. 하하하나.
Golly, I did not see you come in.
그러시겠죠.
Would you care to answer some questions?
봤으면
for
미리
me?
나갔겠지.
I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
이런 식으로 시간을 끌다가는 너는 총을 맞을지도 모른다는 걸 알고 있었으면 좋겠구만.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it.
돈은 또 받아.
I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
돈은 받아. 진짜
Barnes
꿀밤
doesn't seem like
마렵다.
himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out. In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when an improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible. The finest view London has to offer.
개소리가 나냐? 개소리 내지 마.
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Interesting Hobbit. 외래식물 카탈로그.
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
하.
So, Barnes is a
개소리가
clever
여기서
man.
났었구나.
Good boy.
Apologies, but I can't hear you.
The
네.
ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
뭐야 사람 어디 갔어? 자 이걸로 기억의 궁전을 한번 볼까요? 시멍벙. 너는 뒤졌어. 반즉 외래식물 카탈로그. 전시된 꽃다발. 런던 어드버타이저? 라기보다 신문 파는 아이의 증언? 가시? 연루? 배달. 놔봐 임마 놔봐. 아니 안 놔줘. 놔봐 임마. 아니 노라니까? 아니 전시대 꽃다발 놓으라고 임마. 이게 맞다는 소린가? 이게 뭐였죠? 이 장소 수색하기. 수색.
Hello there. What's your name?
아, 제 이름은 릴리예요. 아니 나 걔한테 물어봤는데요.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
선인장을 파시죠? 여기 있네.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. Familiar spine. Is this what I found in my dustbin? It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
범인은 너야! 잡았다 이 범인!
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
당신이 마음에 드네요. 진짜네. 화장했음. 화장했구나. 화장을 했네. 야, 누워보면 화장 안 한 줄 알았겠다. 심란한 일이 있었나? 애도용 불었지. 사별한 남편을 가리키. 고급천, 일할 때는 잘 입지 않는다. 옆에 누구신데 쳐다보고 계세요. 수사 중입니다. 이상한 사람 아니에요. 깨끗한 부츠. 다음으로 넘어갈 준비가 됨.
Mrs. Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze
적어도
in
저한테
particular.
중요하네요.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
아!
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
틀릴 수도 있죠.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh. I hope
Oh.
you're right.
You're alright. 맞아요?
I'm
이건
afraid
어때요?
I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
다
I don't know
물어보자.
anything about this, sorry.
One of these things is not like the other.
다 물어봐 그냥.
Come again?
The cactus.
Come again?
Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
아는 게 뭐야
I'm
너?
afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid I can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry. Yes, no,
아
not really.
스페이스바가
Well,
스킵이었어
in a
젠장.
way. I know who he is.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk. Actually, I often see him.
너는 뒤졌어요. 감히 이런 걸 숨기고 있었단 말이지. 넌 뒤졌어요. 너 진짜 혼나 봐야 돼. 너는 뭐야? 전시된 꽃다발, 외래식물 카탈로그, 플레밍 부인이 말하는 반즈. 졸라 완벽하네요. 이 중에서 하나 꽂으면 돼. 이 중에서 하나만 맞추면 돼. 4분의 1이야. 예스. 부인을 사랑한다. 헐. 뭐야. 헐. 예스.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make
사실 너는 이 말이 많은 게 문제야.
Tell Mr. Barnes what we've learned.
근데 고작 이거 하나 때문에 몇 개가 있는 거임. 말해. 무슨 일이 있었어,
Mr.
둘이.
Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
귓구녕을 뚫어줄까?
You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
내 신문이 더러워졌어, 이
I
더러운
couldn't
놈아.
read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in
평소처럼
soil
제대로
and
배달을 하지
spines.
않았더군.
I know you dropped
신경
the
쓰이는
cactus
사람이
on it
있었나
and
보지?
then fled.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson. Rest
Watson.
assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right then.
나오면 죽방을 먹여주겠어.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too.
나 쿠키
And when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus and your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a
Forgive
theory
me.
and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
이건 제 분야가 아니라서.
I have neither the experience nor the interest in navigating the finer sex and their peculiarities.
셜록 홈즈도 여자한테 뒤지게
Right.
그거 하고 다니잖아.
So at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm
휘둘리고
investigating
다니잖아.
a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
구독자의 피해자였군.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can.
말이 많아. 뒤지고 싶어?
I am an expert on obscure languages and
본론만
translation
말해.
and
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
진짜 혼나볼래? 너 진짜? 내가 그런 거 궁금해서 여기까지 온 줄 알아? 안 되겠어. 뺨 대. 어루만져 주지.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Well, that was an utter waste of time.
리얼.
An assassination did seem rather unlikely.
There was
리얼.
supposed
반지
to be
다음에
another
또 이런 일
burglary. I was
생기면은
certain of it.
반으로 쪼개줘야겠어.
Something you wish to say, Doctor?
할 말 있나?
Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be...
So it seems.
Which brings up...
True.
Indeed.
Oh.
Yes.
It's
Oh.
아 그쪽이야? 스타룸리기의 저택은 반전 서점의 같은 거리에 있다 라고 말하면 내가 뭐 어떻게 알지? 하나하나 또 들어가 보는 수밖에 없겠군. 자, 맵을 켜보면은 반지의 서점이라고 돼있죠? 몰라, 아무데나 가보지 뭐. 여기에서 이렇게인가? 물어봐야 돼. 사람들 물어봐. 아십니까? 그만 좀 싸시고요.
It is a shame I can't answer you.
그러다 피 나와요.
Can I
아십니까?
ask you a question?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
아는 게 뭐예요? 앞으로 자기가
Do you know
살날?
anything about this?
I don't think anyone here knows the
이제보다
answer.
못 살 텐데 괜찮으시겠어요?
Excuse me,
뭐야?
one question.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
뭐지, 들어보고 나서 대답을 해주면 안 될까?
Could you help me?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
Could you help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
알았어, 닥쳐 그냥. 이게 뭐냐? 같은 건물이면 그냥 이쪽으로 가면 될 듯? 아, 도움말 사라졌어. 뭐야, 도움말 어디 갔어? 이런 젠장. 도움말 어디서 볼 수 있어 이러면. 플레이 방법, 관계자와 대화하기, 장소 수색하기. 반지 씨브롤로마 어딨어?
People don't tend to come out for flowers when it rains.
반지 씨브롤로마 어딨어?
Let me know if there's any way I can make it up to you. Tell you what, tomorrow's edition of The Strand is on me. Okay, not just tomorrow. A whole week's worth. How does that sound? You're right, I could do more. Next time you move house, I'll be there to help. I'm great with boxes.
Stenwick is just down the street from Barnes's bookshop.
조금 내려가면? 내려가면? 너냐? 너냐?
Could you help me?
I wish I could help, but I know nothing.
너냐? 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 너냐?
Help me, please.
Excuse me, what? Well, I'm not sure I know.
진짜 셜록홈즈는 진짜 나랑 똑같은 생각하고 있겠지? 이딴 게 나랑 같은 인간들이라니.
Stenwick is just down the street from Barnes's bookshop.
조금 아니기만 해, 너 진짜. 어디야?
Stenwick is just down the street from Barnes's bookshop.
아, 나 진짜 이 게임 진짜 돌아버리겠네, 진짜. 씨. 아, 이런 거는 그냥 좀 알려줘 그냥.
Stenwick is just down the street from Barnes's bookshop.
조금 내려가면 이씨 어디냐고. 말을 해, 임마.
Is this familiar to you?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
아니, 왜 이렇게 안 알려주는 거, 안 알려주려 하는 건지 난 이해할 수가 없네. 여기서 나와서 이쪽으로 가라고 얘가 직접 표시했잖아. 막상 나오니까 씨발 어디 있는지를 알 수가 없잖아. 지금 뭐야 이게. 아, 진짜 후려버리. 아니, 조금 내려오면 씨 당연히 여기 아니겠어? 여기나 여기 아니겠어? 그 뭐 들어갈 수가 없잖아. 왜냐면 모르거든. 이게 맞는 건지 근거를 제시해야 되거든 얘는.
Impressive stature, strong gaze. I think this man deserves a knighthood.
Really, Holmes? How can you be so sure?
On rare
Stenwick is
occasions,
just down the
Watson,
street from
it
Barnes'
can
bookshop.
suffice to trust one's gut.
Why don't you give me another shilling now? Because I'm sure I'll spot something else soon. No?
설마 이거 아니겠지? 저택이라고 하니까
Not
그거긴
much further now.
설마 이거야?
Is this lousy attitude of yours? Altercation with Inspector Lockhart.
이게
Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion.
제가
Captain
왔습니다.
Stenwick, this is my
입을
colleague
다무시고
Sherlock
제
Holmes,
얘기에
the
귀를
consulting detective
기울이시죠.
I told you about.
At last, a professional.
하등
This
쓸모없는
useless
경관에
officer
실종한 내
refuses
하인
to do
키미
anything
히아를
about
찾지
Kimmy here,
않겠다고 하네.
my missing servant.
Sergeant Ruffles.
왜 조사하지 않죠?
Why has the police department
We investigate murders, thefts.
진짜
fraud,
범죄를
arson.
수사합니다.
Real. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law,
다른 실종자는
of course, here and there. When now, I must be off.
You heard that, didn't
저
you?
남자
The way
말투하고는
that man,
Captain,
묘사할 수 있습니까?
is foreign.
외국인
Maori,
마오리죠.
all the
덩치가
way
큰
from
사람
New
못 봤다.
Zealand.
힘도 2인분,
Biggest
어둡고
man you've
몸에는
ever
무신이
seen.
전문이신.
He doesn't speak a whit of
배우기
English.
귀찮아서 영어는
Never
한마디도
bothered to
못하지만
learn.
손가락질을 어떻게 더
But I made do
속했었지.
with pointing.
언제 사라졌어?
Kimmy here normally brings
아침에
me the
신문을
morning
가져다
papers,
주지.
but yes,
그 전날
May I see your
침실
is in the garden.
오두막 방은
of course,
둘러봤습니까?
but only to...
왜 도망쳤을까요?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted.
양배추? 훔친 물건?
Heavens, no.
Still, he
돈을
must
가지고
have
도망쳤을 텐데요.
No, no. I kept his wages in my...
전에도 도망친 적
I take
있습니까?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started.
Go ahead. I'll...
알겠습니다. 찾아보죠. 어디야? 침실 어디야? 오두막 어딨어? 모가지를 뜯어놨네? 이러니까 씨 지는 이런 데 살고 사람을 이 씨발 하인이라고 여기다가 가다 놨으니까 개 같은 거 도망을 가지. 왜 도망갔는지 알 것 같은데 나는 보자마자.
Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
웅구루 겐자?
A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell
Ah,
after my
pure?
time in
The remains of a
Afghanistan.
meal.
That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
뭔가 하나를 더 봐야 되거든.
The ashes are long since cold.
밥이랑 아편을 같이 그걸 했구나. 아이 까람바.
A scrap of Hessian.
설명을 해줘. 이게 뭔데? 걔
These were
부셔놨구만.
sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
얼굴을 파묻었구만.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
망원경.
A small navy spyglass.
자, 재구성을 해봅시다.
No air coming through.
말 꺼져. 딱! 이게 아니야, 이게 아니야. 그냥 알아서 하네. 이게 끝인가? 더 없나?
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool
꺼져 이
shed.
비우기
Think
새끼야!
of someone.
아니 씨발 이
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
여기 뭔가 있구만.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney. Chewing tobacco.
무릎 자국. 숨었는가?
Looks like a knee print. A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
그렇게 대단한 것도 아닌데 뭘. 이 정도쯤이야. 지금 내가 아는 거는 이거밖에 없다라는 거야. 총 3가지의 뭔가가 있는데 내가 알고 있는 건 저거밖에 없다라는 의미인 것 같다. 상황 자체는 거의 5가지 정도가 있는데
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
자, 기억기 궁전을 먼저 가볼까요? 씹는 담배. 저번에서 발견한 발자국. 대령의 증언. 그럼 이거 2개라는 거잖아. 쾅 소리. 하나 맞췄네요. 더 찾아야 돼. 이 정원 내부에서만 찾아야 되는 것 같죠? 아마도? 여기도 볼까? 못 보네. 어허라, 여기 뭔가 있구만. 바퀴 잡고.
Could have left these tracks. They seem fresh.
Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please try to read this.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills. This disappearance is intriguing.
아니요, 지금 실종이 흥미롭다고 하시는 겁니까? 인간 쓰레기시네요. 파탄자신 듯? 인성? 더 이상 내가 뭘 찾을 수 있는 거지? 안 찾은 게 있었나? 여기.
No air coming through it. Is this a taniwha, a Maori water spirit, or something else? No air coming through it. Clothes made of hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? Clothes made of hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly? A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. A Maori nose flute.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
A scrap of hessian.
어딘가에 붙어있던 게 떨어지는 흔적이 있나?
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail. This disappearance is intriguing.
이걸 물어봐야 되는 거 아닐까? 대령한테 가서 이걸 물어보자. 담배 씹었어요, 님? 껌던 씹?
Where on earth are you going with this? Where on earth are you going with this?
Do you have
다 물어봐.
Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No.
Are you certain?
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency.
끼견?
Are
끼견이
you
뭐야?
joking? Why would I know this?
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
끼견.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimahir and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Hey,
알았어요.
where on earth are you going with this?
Is this spyglass familiar?
자기 거 아니야?
don't recognize
어,
it.
아니네.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
군인이었던 거 아니었어.
I never saw him with it.
군인이었어가지고 이
Nor
사람
could I
거였을
suggest how
거라고
he might have
생각했는데.
come by it.
I came across a pile of hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it.
왜 산만해지죠? 그렇게 매력적이었나요? 수상쩍어.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
이게 아닌가? 어? 턱. 턱. 셋 다 아닌 것 같은데. 어이, 놀래라. 뭐야, 씨발. 누군가가 이거를 막고 이게 터지면서 얘가 기절을 했고 얘가 데려오면서 여기다가 얼굴을 파묻게 한 거다. 그렇다면 이거는 열쇠로 열었을 리는 없어. 열었다면 얘가 열었을 거야 라고 하기에는 열쇠가 없잖아. 얘가 열었어. 그러면은 요 녀석이 범인이다 라는 결론이 도출이 되는 거야. 얘는 그 친구가 아니라 생판 모르는 타인이었다. 망원경으로 그걸 지켜보고 있었지. 그리고 남은 거 하나. 무엇이 남겨져 있을까? 곰팡이가 핀 망가진 최근에 사용되지 않은 내가 또 가서 물어봐야 되네. 그냥 같이 보면 안 돼요? 그냥 같이 보면 안 돼요? 여기까지 뛰어와야 돼? 족같네. 이건가 보다. 망원경이나 헤센 아니네. 씹는 담배. 남겨진 흔적. 둘 다 아니야? 정원에 있던 거 망원경 끝. 졸라 완벽해. 아직도 못 찾았네. 곰팡이가 핀 게 뭐 어쨌다는 거지? 최근에 사용되지 않은 게 뭔가 큰 일이 있었나? 그럼 이거 뭐냐는 소린가? 어허나, 장작 더미 떨어졌나? 이게 잔디가 자주 사용돼.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
그렇지, 이게 맞지. 입증! 입증!
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney.
뭔 소리야? 방금 뭔 소리야?
Kimahir inhaled the
이상한 소리.
sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
나니까 그렇게 반응해주는 거 아니지? 여기에 셜록이 아니라 다른 사람이 있었던 아닙니다. 빨리 가자. 이런 간단한 기본적인 추리는 누구나 할 수 있는 거죠.
You'd best have found something by now.
당연하죠. 내가 누구라고 생각하시는 겁니까? 정신이 감시하는 사람이 있었습니다.
Here that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
정신이 몽롱한
I found the
상태였죠.
residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't
거의
keep you in
끝났습니다. 네
suspense any
목숨이
longer, Captain.
개디껍게
Kimahir was
말하네.
abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment.
아, 요즘 늙은
Spare
것들은
me the
진짜.
claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
뭐라고 하셨습니까?
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you,
짐승만도
sir,
못하시군요.
are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that.
뭐야, 내가 한 말 그냥 무시해버리네?
I hope you'll return
내가
soon
속으로만
with
생각했나봐.
good news.
그냥.
And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art
오,
of brevity.
기싸움. 내가 철제 빠루가 있었으면 당신을 지금 이 자리에서 후드로 뺐을 거예요. 야, 가면 되나? 아하, 열렸어. 나츠봄의 눈에 띄는 특징은 무엇인가? 회센으로 만든 옷가지와 씹는 담배 잔해가 있으니 냄새가 배어있겠죠? 존나 많네. 찍어 그냥. 망원경 하나 맞췄네. 그럼 아직 한참 남았어. 그냥 못 가고 갈 수 있고 못 가고 못 가고 아하, 여기에 또 표시가 있네요. 지금 내가 알아서 보고 가라는 거였나 보네. 마오리 향.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to
뭘
create
이렇게
a bosun's
흘리고
chair.
다니냐? 병신이야 얘?
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
뭘 이렇게 흘리고 다녀? 아니 씨발 이런
A
거 흘리.
strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
구른 흔적.
Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather. A large pile of horse droppings.
밟았네. 담배. 오, 담배 진짜
Many
좋아한다.
cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
뭐 이건 의미 없고 다시 앞으로 가보자. 흔적이 계속 이어지네. 흔적이 여기까지 오다가 끊겼는데요. 이건 어때? 납치 어때? 단서 어때? 자물쇠 어때? 부인을 사랑한다 어때? 흔적 어때? 오두막 어때? 발자국 어때? 나이스. 어떻게 다 찍었는데 맨 마지막이. 흔적은 어디로 향하고 있는가? 이쪽으로 향하고 있죠. 조석이 묻은 지갑을 향하고 있죠. 완벽해요. 런던 항을 가리킨다.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
Port of London.
빨리.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab.
Don't worry, I'll return the garden key.
아예 뭘
Escorts
내가
of
알고
London,
있어.
please. I will show you where to stop.
근데 인정하기 싫은데 전작보다 확실히 좋아졌네요. 나 진짜 전작은 진짜 너무 화나가지고 진짜 녹화 끝나고 나서 욕 엄청 많이 했거든. 전작보다 훨씬 더 간결하고 간단하고 대부분 좋아졌네. 전작은 진짜 행동 하나하나가 너무 느릿느릿해가지고 뭐 할 때마다 한숨부터 나왔거든. 근데 이번 작은 되게 굉장히 빨라져가지고 솔직히 나쁘지 않아졌어. 근데 문제는 이 게임은 전투를 잘 못 만들거든요. 전투 시스템을 잘 구축을 못해요, 이 게임사가. 근데 전투는 꼭 넣는다는 거야. 그냥 싱킹시티처럼 만들면 되는데 셜록홈즈라서 뭔가를 자꾸 넣으려고 해. 자꾸 뭔가를 넣으려고 해. 셜록홈즈까지 넣으려고 하니까. 싱킹시티는 전투 시스템이 노잼이긴 해도 나쁘진 않았거든요. 그래서 아마 전투 시스템에서 개빡치지 않을까 또.
To whom I'm grateful.
I'm sure you have another.
To each his own. Don't do it. We must press on, Cap.
아쇼?
Can I ask you a question?
I think I can help you.
주로 조선소.
May I ask for your assistance?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Oh, hardly a reputable establishment.
What can I get you?
I've seen worse.
It appears that the saltpeter explosion rattled the locals. Can't blame them for staying at home.
왜 오세요?
Can I ask you a question?
No, sorry. I know nothing.
이런 디테일은 왜 잘 살려놓은 건지 난 이해할 수가 없네.
Is this familiar to you?
No, sir, I've never heard of it.
발음이 어눌한 디테일은 왜 굳이. 판자촌 인어. 런던항 바로 앞에 있는데? 이 판자촌까지 올 필요가 없었는데. 누가 봐도 조선소.
Excuse me, just one question.
I think I can help you.
3번 부드 여기네?
May I ask for your assistance?
I can't help you with this.
방금 제가 친 것 때문에 그러세요? 실수잖아요. 사람 누구나 실수할 수 있는 거 아닙니까?
Not in the
너구나.
mood, mate. Shoo!
무슨 기분인데 그럼? 내가 뭘 물어볼 줄 알고.
Pardon me, sir. I am looking for Roy.
Not again. Yes, I'm Roy, but I can't help you find your uncle or
내가
whoever
뭘
you've
부탁할
lost.
줄 알고.
Now, what makes you think I would inquire about missing people?
You are the fourth person to ask this week. Just because I work at the port doesn't mean I keep track of everyone who comes here.
깜짝이야.
You say we are not the first to ask
왓슨
you
좀
about a disappearance.
가만히 있어,
Do you
임마.
recall anything
신경
about
쓰이잖아.
those who came inquiring?
I only remember the foreign woman. I didn't catch her name, but those are her posters hanging up everywhere. She has badgered me twice now, and I still don't know nothing.
And this woman can be found?
No clue. She was talking gibberish.
Now, where was I?
만약에 도둑이라면은 좀 근육량이 아예 없진 않을 거야.
Can't help you there, mate. Can't help you there, mate.
Have you seen this before?
My card? Where did you dig that up?
At a crime scene
왜
near
이렇게 놀라?
Baker Street involving a young servant's kidnapping, I might add.
No. Someone used it without my consent. How else would it end up there?
그럴싸하네. 다 없어져 버리면 난 뭘 할 수 있지.
That boat explosion stopped most traffic coming into the port. Guess I'll be without work for a while.
실종자 여성을 찾아야겠네요. 김민촌? 야, 누가 봐도 알겠네. 그녀라고 했는데.
Hello, lad. Is this where I may find Dea?
You read the poster?
얘도 마오리족이네.
Yes.
이제 보니까.
You know where my brother Girves is?
Sadly, no. Well, not yet.
나야가 여기 있을까?
I want to speak to Dea. Is she around?
Amma, my mother. She got sick after the fire. Big red smoke. She couldn't breathe, so I took her to the doctor. Now I am in charge.
Where did you last see?
He worked at a
창고? 목걸이를 줬다. 솔스비 목걸이는 어디
Do you
있나?
still have the necklace that?
Girves left it
사원
near
근처.
the shrine.
어떻게 생겼지?
He was big.
크고 가겠다.
Scary, you said.
Yes, like
금속으로 만들어진 것처럼 생겼다.
Don't go.
Don't go. 인물 묘사가 하나도 안 맞아. 뭔가 되게 있어 보이네.
Help me, please.
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
도망도 안 가고 착실한 놈이구만 그래.
What are you gawping at?
I have been told that you hired Dea's son, Girves, right before he vanished.
그
His brother
왓슨
also said you
생애
had a
보니까
little
지
eye
맘대로
for
옷
makers.
갈아입었네. 마음에 안
Tell
들었나
him
보다.
to stop making things up. Wonder why people are going missing. Puts them on edge, you know. I could do with a pint. The cursed mermaid. With the thought of walking in this fog.
아. 집을 살펴봐야 되는구나. 그냥 나왔네. 조사해야 되는데. 자, 어디 한번 볼까?
I miss Girves. Do you think he's okay?
죽었어.
This cheap pendant looks like silver, but it's only made of tin. No surprise the boy couldn't sell it.
내 거? 어떻게 생각해? 내 걸로
I
하는
should
거.
have helped Amma put out the posters. If she hadn't been in the smoke so long, maybe she wouldn't be sick. I'm sorry about my English. I try hard, but the rules don't make sense.
It's a large harbour. If our kidnapper is hiding here, finding him won't be easy.
문서를 더 찾아야 되는데 어디 가야 할지 모르겠어요.
I need a little Dutch courage to walk in this fog. But I'd have to walk through the fog to get to the pub. That's just cruel, that is. I need a little Dutch.
열받게 하네.
Courage to walk in this fog. But I'd have to walk
돌아다녀
through the
볼까요?
fog to get to the pub. That's just cruel, that is.
Hey, you
please.
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
뭘 푸고 계신 거죠? 아, 그 판자촌에서 Q를 눌러봤어야 했나? 진짜 게임 귀찮게 하네. 한 번에 하는 게 하나도 없어. 이씨.
If I need to, I'll work to support my family.
가족이 없는데
Just like
뭔
my
소리 하는
brother.
거야?
Emma's gone and Gedvest too, so
가족이 없는데 무슨 소리야?
I will be staying here. Emma's gone and Gedvest too, so
여기 끝인데?
I
더 이상
will be staying
없는데?
here.
병원?
How can I help? I could try and flag someone down.
아이씨, 마부가 없네. 마차 타려고 했더니.
Greetings, miss. I'm hoping you can help us.
We shall soon see.
금속눈을 가진 사람 하나?
I've seen him even.
더티
Dirty
소머스.
summer.
관찰한다. 어떻게 이거 팽창했다고 판단하지? 자넨 임신했어.
Your clothes are already tight, and soon they won't fit at all.
I thought I'd hid.
In a manner of speaking.
He's not. I apologize, miss.
I'm fine, thank you.
안 궁금하니까 그냥 넘어갑시다.
Doesn't look like anything to me. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Doesn't look like anything to me.
Are you familiar with a Roy Soulsby?
Roy Soulsby? I know the name, but he's not one of my regulars. My guess is that he works somewhere.
What do you know?
A foreign woman asked.
Any clue?
None.
소머스?
Shut it all.
He likely signed on with a ship. My advice.
I heard.
Ah, yes.
Where
the ship sank near the...
더티 소머스가 납치범이네. 다 아니면 난 뭘 믿어야지? 다 아니어버리면 난 뭘 믿어야지? 빠른 이동이 안 되네. 나가야 돼. 이 새끼야, 내가 정확히 알아왔어. 넌 뒤졌다.
What are you gawping at?
추궁.
Mr. Soulsby, you know more than you're letting on.
아는 사실을 다 말씀하지
What makes you say
않으셨군요. 범죄는 무엇이고 범인은 누구입니까?
A man named Dirty Summers.
What? Really?
소울스비는 범죄에 어떻게 연결되었습니까?
Boulder Dash. Sorry.
Mr.
아무거나 해도 되는 건가 이거?
A man named Dirty.
What?
Your calling card was found.
거짓말이지. 비밀은 무엇입니까?
It's
맞죠?
true. And that's before mentioning your gold watch. Clearly you have found yourself another source of income.
All right, stop. Look,
I'm all ears, Mr. Soulsby.
yes, I know Summers. He paid me to turn a blind eye to his business in the warehouse area. Just that. On my word.
You did not tell me which warehouse he used?
I do not recall.
전투
But
돌입.
I used red paint to mark unsupervised warehouses. Ought to be
이번
one of them.
2번이었죠? 방금 아까 전에
He was a
발견한
regular at the
걸로는.
Cursed Mermaid. Goes there with his crew almost every evening.
What for?
I don't know. I assumed just for a drink.
그냥 저주받은 인어 바로 가버리죠. 근데 왜 저주받은 인어야? 씨. 술집 네임을 이렇게밖에 못 짓나? 추궁.
Why do I have the feeling that you...
I have nothing more to...
Enough. I have hard evidence.
I'm not
놀랍지
surprised.
않군요.
A customs officer, Roy
이거
Soulsby,
단골이라고
testified that Summer...
증언했네.
All I know is his drink.
바텐더의 비밀은
If the lives of the missing do not concern you, then I would urge you to think about your unborn child.
Are you threatening me?
그렇게 생각하나?
Many people are missing, and the main suspect based himself in your establishment. One word to Scotland Yard and your life takes a turn for the worse. Now, spare yourself the trouble and tell me all you know.
Okay. Summers hired my private room. I think he used it to recruit people, but I haven't seen him in a few days. He paid me cash, so I paid him no attention.
그래?
Nor did I touch anything inside. Here's the key. Go and do what you will.
고맙군. 어느 세월에 다 조사하니 이것도. 최근에 긁힌다고 깊이 새겨지.
Strange symbols. I don't recognize them.
도천. 돈.
5 shillings. That won't go far.
돈이 없었다라는 걸 의미하는 건가? 담배를 피지 않았었다? 부인 공고 끝임? 더 있을 텐데.
The hairs on the back of my neck stood up.
자, 한번 쓱 봅시다. 물류창고 쪽으로 가면 돼. 물류창고에서 오른쪽으로 쭉 가면 이게 있어요.
Wrong warehouse. Nothing to see here.
제일 안에 있는 거 아닐까? 그러면 기어 꺼져. 아, 이속 너무 느리다 정말.
May I ask you something?
I can't tell you because I don't know.
뭐냐? 뭐냐? 이렇게 귀찮게 한다고? 이렇게 귀찮게 한다고? 와, 너무 귀찮게 하네. 뛰어넘겠습니다.
Really,
다음부터는.
Holmes, this ought to be beneath you. As my brother would say, it is for the greater good. Well oiled and well maintained. Fit for a crank.
이제 뭐 추리고 뭐고 그냥 딱 보면 알 수 있는 것도 넣어놔 버렸네.
The layers of rust will prevent any movement. Good quality, but torn in many spots. Mold. That's why you don't leave sailcloth lying out. A hidden passage, just as I expected. Wait here, Watson, and keep an eye on the doors. I'll scout the premises.
그렇게 서 있으니까 되게 이상해. 무서워. 그렇게 서 있으니까 되게 무서워. 전투인가?
Wait, what's happening?
뭐 있는 것처럼 하지 마세요. 별거 아닌 거 알고 있으니까. 뭐 크툴루는 이제 시작이야? 안돼.
What is this place? Where am I?
안돼, 난 크툴루 별로 안 좋아하는 게 결말이 매번 그거야. 내가 아무리 발버둥 쳐도 결국에는 결국에는 이길 수 없는 존재들이라는 걸 알고 있으니까 난 무조건 져야 된다는 거 알고 있잖아. 그래서 난 이
This
크툴루 별로 안
cannot have
좋아해.
been under the port of London all along. Only way forward is the abyss.
뭐야? 뭐라고? 다시.
Only way forward is the abyss. Strangely cold. Something is missing.
뭐 갑자기 뭐 뭐야? 갑자기 뭐 하라고? 뭐 하라고?
Only way forward is the abyss. Strangely cold. Something is missing.
뭐임? 아 설명을 해라 제발. 뭐 어쩌라고요 이씨. 어쩌라고요 말하고. 아 나 여기까지 해야겠다. 다음에 또 이어서 하겠습니다.